Good morning, everybody. We're listening to a little Skinner this morning because it is day 7, and that is our last day of Hendrick Home on the Highways Going West adventure. So, we are leaving Bryce Canyon this morning, and we are heading up to Salt Lake City, which will be our new home for the foreseeable future. So, we're excited to be on the road. We got up this morning. We went for an early morning hike down into the canyon, which I showed you yesterday, or not yesterday, on the last video. And we're feeling invigorated and ready to hit the day and bring this baby home to Salt Lake City. So we'll keep you updated along the way. We're not making any stops today. It's just direct to Salt Lake City. But I am going to show you, I talked about those, what are they called, that we have to drive through up here?
Oh, the tunnels?
We have to drive through the tunnels. Yesterday, I was too nervous to video the tunnel experience because, you know, I was waiting for the roof to be taken off like a can opener. So today, I know, look at this face. Today, I know it can be done because we did it yesterday and we saw bigger things than us go through it. But nonetheless, I'm going to video that today so you can see it. But I'm doing it not only because I want you to see it because it's kind of cool. I know that we are very conscious of our height clearance and, okay, I am very conscious of our height clearance, and I would think most people are when they travel like we do. So I just want to show you it can be done, and we still have a roof to prove it. All right, so hang with us. We're making our last run here, and we're pretty excited about it. So here we go. We're going through, and like I said, we just kind of take our half out of the middle. But there's really plenty of room here. It says it's 13.6 inches, but I'm thinking, I'm sorry, 13 feet 6 inches. But my guess is that would be on those very edges, which you wouldn't go through anyway. So there you go, no problem. We went through and we still have a roof. So we're here. We made it. The trip was great. I know this video didn't have a ton in it because it was a relatively quick trip up from Bryce Canyon. Didn't take us long, but it was a beautiful drive and we had a great time. But I did want to take you really quickly just to show you on just where we're staying here. So we are technically in North Salt Lake at a campground called Sun Outdoors Salt Lake. Now there are several Sun Outdoor campgrounds across the country, but if you're looking for this one, you're going to say Sun Outdoor Salt Lake City and you'll find it. So you can see our site here in the background. I'm gonna flip this camera around and take you on a little tour of what the campground looks like, what the sites are, the amenities. I will tell you some things about the campground. It is a secured campground, so it does have a coded gate to get you in and out. There is a pool over by the main office that we can utilize. There's playgrounds, there's dog park areas. There are games, like there's a giant checkers and chess board you can play. There are permanent cornhole games you can utilize. So a lot of amenities here at this campground. I will tell you it's also very conveniently located from Interstate 215, which is sort of a bypass that goes around Salt Lake City. Very convenient to get here. One other nice thing about this particular campground is it sits right behind an RV dealer. So if you do have any RV needs or any kind of maintenance, you are literally just feet away from somebody who can help you. So now I'm going to flip the camera around and show you just a little bit of the amenities. So here's a view of our campsite without me blocking the view. You can see that they are all cemented. We did get a pull-through site. They do have some back-end sites as well. We chose a really long site so that we'd have plenty of room for our RV and to park our truck. And you can see that we actually parked our RV almost all the way back in this spot, which left us this front area to park the truck. Now, I do want to note that also it comes with a separate parking space right here. So technically we could park the truck here, but I'll be honest with you, our truck is pretty big and wide. And to get it between our slide and our neighbor's slide was going to be pretty tight. So we just decided to put ours up front. Every campsite does come with a picnic table. However, there is no fire pit. And right now in Utah, it's the dry season. So doing without not having fires is actually encouraged. And right now there's a fire ban. So you do have, every campsite has this. This is our water, our electric, and our sewage. So as I was saying, you know, this is a very, very nice campground. You can see here, the sites are relatively close together. There is some green space between them, but they're pretty close together. We don't hear our neighbors, but it is a little close. So just want you to be aware of that. I did want to say that this campground does have a lot of amenities, right? It's really nice, very well kept up. Everything's beautiful. As I said, we're staying here for, we did a month, the first month, because my company, as a part of my relocation, is actually allowing me to stay in what they refer to as temporary housing, and they are paying for that while we seek out permanent housing. So for the first 2 months, that's being paid for by my company, and we'll be staying here to do that. And it probably will be 2 full months. Now you may be saying, but Phil and Mary don't need permanent housing because they have permanent housing. Yeah, you are correct. That is the way that we have been living recently. However, a little bit of a spoiler alert, Hendrick Home on the highway is actually going to be changing a little bit. Now that I'm working full-time in my office here in Utah, we really felt like it would be beneficial for us to have a little more permanency and a place to live. So we are currently looking for apartments in the area that we can move into. As a result of that, and the fact that we really want to take advantage of seeing all of the amazing national parks that are out here in this part of the country, we are actually going to be downsizing our RVing lifestyle. As many of you know, some national parks struggle to accommodate larger RVs, and really an RV of this size isn't really designed for those long weekends to go and do quick jaunts and national parks. So our plan is that we will sell the home that we have enjoyed for the last 4.5 years in our RB, as we call him, and we will downsize our tow vehicle, and we will go to something smaller. Right now, we're looking at Class B vans. We think that's going to be much more suitable to the sort of the season of life in RVing that we're going to be doing. So we'll update you on that as things progress, but that's kind of the plan for now. But for the next couple of months, we will be enjoying our time here at Sun Outdoor RV in North Salt Lake, Utah, while I settle into my office job and while we learn our way around our new home. So, as always, you know what? Hang on a minute. I'm going to pause for a minute, and I want to say something that I actually have to give credit to a dear friend of mine who's probably going to be watching this video. But she told me when I started this video series that she thought it was really great because it could be an encouragement to people. So I do just want to pause and say here that, you know, I mentioned at the beginning of this, you know, Move West series that moving to Salt Lake City was not in our plan. It was not in our, we could not have imagined that this was coming, to be honest with you. And we could have handled that in a lot of different ways, right? We chose to look at the adventure that this new opportunity would give us. And obviously, being people who live in an RV, adventure is something we enjoy. And I hope you've seen that over the last few videos where we've taken this trip west, right? We tried to make even the experience of moving out here an adventure. And I just want to encourage each of you, if you have changes, challenges, pivots that you have to make as a result of anything in life, right? It could be anything that causes us to make those changes. We all have choices that we can make. Phil and I chose to see this change as an adventure and an opportunity. And I just want to encourage each of you to do the same. Don't be so locked into your plan, your big plan, that when opportunities come your way, you miss the chance to enjoy them to the fullest. So, wasn't what we planned, but we're here. We're excited. We can't wait to experience the next chapter of our lives. And even though that's going to change significantly from what we've been doing, we think it's going to be great. And we hope you'll stay with us on this journey. We're not giving up RVing at all. There's no way. We love this lifestyle. We love the freedom. We love the exploration and the adventure of it all. So it's not going away. It just may change. And you know what? Change is okay. Change is okay. So I just want to encourage you. I don't know what you're going through, what you may be facing, but if something comes up that you weren't expecting, embrace it. Embrace it. And just enjoy the adventure, the joy in the journey. All right. As always, we're Hendrick Home on the highway, and we will see you down the road.